Hello, and you're very welcome to tonight's League All About It show. We're back. It's back. It's a hell of a night to be back. What an evening for football, and what a lineup I have for you. I am going to do the usual. I'm going to run down all the results. I'm going to give you all the big scorers, all the danger men, all the updates, all the reasons who and why the games were won. And then I'm also going to give my team, my pick of the round, who did well so far. It's great to be back, a bit rusty, but we'll go through all the results. So Division 1, bearing in mind there's 3 games on tomorrow night in every division. So Division 3A and 3B is no more. They're all joined into one Division 3, and some tasty outings there as well. I'm waiting on a couple of scores. I'm waiting on the Leagueallaboutit Gales. Send me in that result, please. And I have a couple of others to get through as we speak as well. Right, so we're going to run through all the results. Division 1, the Feckens were defeated in Termon Fecken by Sean O'Mahony's. The Pats were defeated by the Mocktas 2-13 to 9 points in Lordship. The Joes beat the Blues 3-18 to 1-9 in Cluskey Park. Very interesting man in the middle there. So you're going to find out in 1 second who that was. Dreadnoughts 2-15 to Cooley Kickham's 18 points. So a win for the Dreadnoughts at home. And then you have RD St Mary's. They were defeated by the Jocks 2-11 to 1-5 in a repeat of last year's senior final. We'll talk about that in a second as well. Hunterstown played the Geraldines. Hunterstown back in Division 1 for a long time. They are out tomorrow in Hunterstown. Staban and Parnells, they won on Thursday night. They beat the Glen Emmets 2-16 to 19. High scoring all across the board. That is probably one of the trends. Mattock Rangers were defeated at home 1-11 to 5 points against the Dundalk Gales. The Rattleys were defeated 3-15 to 2-11 in Gaelic Grounds by St Kevin's. And the one and only draw I have here of the night is Roach Emmets against Clanagale. Clanagale got 2-12. I'm going to say no more. 2-12 to 18. I'll tell you all in a second. The Plunkets won. The Plunkets 0-12. The Dawkin Irelanders 1-12. The Irelanders get the win. I'll tell you who got the vital goal in a second as the Brides take on near neighbours. Skin and hair flying tomorrow night in Knockbridge with those two teams taking on one another next weekend. Glyde Golden Gale still waiting on a score. Send it in if you have it. WhatsApp me in to me or whatever way you can. The O'Connells 3-18 to 1-9 winners over and much improved Dowdall Hillside. The Mitchells 2-13. Lanlear 1-4. I'll tell you who got the goals for the Mitchells very shortly. The Tones, still waiting on the Tones goal score. They had a big win over the Malachis. 2-17 to 3 points in Drogheda. Annaman and Rovers, they bounced back from defeat last week till they defeat the Shawns 3-13 to 3-11. Waiting on those scores as well. I have the goal scorer from the Knicks. Again, the Westerns, they won 1-11 to 8 points. Have you have it? No. And then the Piercy Blackrock take on the Finbars tomorrow in the Rock Road. Let's have a look here. Let's go and where we start. I think we would start at Division 2 on Thursday night last. The two Butley brothers got 2 early goals in the second half. Again, the Glen Emmets. I think Harry got 1-7 and Bobby got 1-1. But an incredible score from James Butler. 12 points he got in that high scoring loss for the Glen Emmets. And that's the first time Staban have won in 3 years in the opening round of the league. Kieran O'Neill also performed quite well for Glen Emmets as well. There was a tough loss for Kevin Barry and his return back at the helm of the Tullyallen men. But yes, Staban, great win there also. The Dock Gales, they defeated Mattock Rangers at home in Cullen tonight, 1-11 to 5 points. Carl Grimes got his first league start. He kicked a couple of points as well. But the Gales, they led 7-2 at half time. Some really good shooting for Thomas O'Connell. I think he got 2, maybe 3 2-pointers. And then he gets the late goal as well after a couple of chances as well. Aaron Culligan was brought into action as well. But the Gales pulled away just after half time as well. But they're 7-2 up at half time in a fairly dominant display. The Kevins, in what order? They defeated the Rattleys 3-15 to 2-11. Cameron Maher, he finished with 1-5 and he got one of the goals. Brian Callahan, he got one of the goals also. Let me see, I'm waiting on one more. Who's the middle goal scorer? Who am I missing? The man I am missing is how could I forget? Jacob Finley, he hit 1-2 tonight for them. And then you go through the rest of the goal scorers. Lee Crosby got 4 points. Tom Matthews got 3 points. And a very high scoring win. Again, the O'Ratleys. They have history, those two sides. And I thought the O'Ratleys would be a little bit better equipped. But they came back in the second half. But the 3 goals for the Kevins all came in the first half. The O'Ratleys did come back into it. Don't have their scorers. I presume Kyle McElroy was impactful. And Danny Wright as well, but I don't have those. So if you have them, send them right on into me. Right, let's see who else. Where are we going now? Let me see. Yeah, no, I won't go. I don't have. Yeah, I'll go. Is that the rest? No, I will talk to you about this hell of a game from the Clans. The Clans thought they had a big win over country rivals, Roach. And 2-12, they were leading 2-12 to 16 points. Robbie Curran flicks one to the net. Who gets the second one? Jack Callan, late in the first half, I think it was. And then Dee Riley with 2 in it. Clutch shot from beyond the arc, levels the game, and beats the buzzer, beats the hooter. And yeah, it stings, but it's a big draw. It's a big draw because Roach and the Clans were obviously neighbours down the years and family connections as well. But the Clans really putting it up to them, and they would have liked to get a win there early doors. Roach really lucky, probably, or not lucky, I mean happy to come away with a point from that game without fire, and hitting 18 points as well. Just shows that's the trend. That is the way it's going. It is high scoring all over the place. The Plunkets, they trail at half time 7-5. They roared back into it. Wasn't going to be enough, because a decisive goal from Dermot Moan gets the Dundalk Young Irelanders off with a really good start away from home in Mel. And that is Division 2 all wrapped up in a nutshell for you. Let me see. Have we anyone else there? No. So yeah, Brides Kilkerley tomorrow. No other significant news. Still waiting on the Clyde Hull and Gales result. Does anyone have that result? Text it into me in the comments underneath here. Get it into me. I know who got all the O'Connell's goals anyway tonight. 2 from Robert Quigley either side of Ozzy, Bernard Osborne, as Dowdall's Hill. Gavin Baxter got a late goal. It was a much improved performance from Dowdall's Hill. Tell for the score margin as well. Tell to cut the gap a little bit there as well. And the O'Connells did get the job done, but had to work for it a little more than normal. I'm waiting on the Tone scores as well, just before they come up, if you have them. Fire them into the Mitchells 2-13 to 1-4. That's a big win. That's a fair spanking on Lanlier now, going quite well in the early season competition. Garrett Kane, he's returned. That could be a bit of a team as well between high scoring and returnees. He hit 1-3, and John Gallagher got 1-3 as well. Am Keenan got a couple of points as well. Don't have the Mal scores or team, so if you have them, send them in. And I'm in, still waiting on the scores. If you have those, do let me know. But yeah, 3-13 to 3-11. The Shawns beat them last Sunday morning in what was it, the Kevin Mullen Shield semi-final, or the Shield Plate semi-final. I think it was the Plate. We'll go with that anyway. And then the Piercy Blackrock will play St Finbarr's Toker tomorrow. I don't know what time that game's on the Rock Road. But we'll go back to Division 1. Sean O'Mahony's defeated Termon Feckin. Ben McLaughlin, he's back, he got a score. Tiernan Cassidy got a point. Luke Kelly got a couple of scores. Terry Kelly as well got a couple of scores. I think the main factor with this game was close game, 3-point win for the Mahonys. But I think Ryan Walsh he's tied up with Loud, so he's not allowed. He wasn't allowed. The Loud players weren't allowed to play. The under-20s were. You would have seen that, the under-20s playing. But so the Mockers as well. We move on there. So a big win for the Mahonys. They love it in Division 1. They love it. And a big away win as well, because they'll have to go back home and play it as well. We go to, the Mockers and the Pats. 2-13 to 9 points. Smithy gets the second goal. Cormac Smith. Liam Flaherty gets a goal after 15 minutes away in Lordship. Marty McEnany hits over a couple of 45s. Just wasn't to be. The Mockers very powerful. Decky in form on song once again. I think he finished with about 8 points as well. Do I have it? No. Okay, I'm going to get the Joes up for me now. They defeated a big win Big win over the Blues. They had 1-7 to 1-4 at half time. Ben Collier gets the late goal. They're kind of being played out, but the Blues were going quite well. The Joes had to come back into it. Ben Collier gets a goal at 29th minute to give them a lead, not just a draw at half time. And then they're just going from strength to strength in the second half. They hit a second goal in the first minute of the second half. Oshie McGuinness gets that one. And then the 2-10 to 1-8 heading to a quarter. Joes finished really strongly then. Ben Collier with his second goal and the Joes' third and final goal. Alan Quigley's playing great stuff. He got 3 points. Gabriel Bell only came on in that Shield Cup final last weekend. He got 4 points tonight. Conor Smith with 4 points also. Conor Neary, Killian Staunton. Who else hit them? Who else got score? Alan McKenna and Oshie McGuinness got 1-3 in total. Let's see where we go to now. We will go to the Dreadnoughts and Cooley Kickums. Conor Clark gets an early black card. Or was it Conor Fortin gets an early black card? The Cooley look to be pushing, getting back into it. But Callum Shevlin gets a great goal as well. And then Aaron Scullion right on the stroke of half time. Callum Shevlin gets the goal in the 12th minute. Aaron Scullion gets the one in the second half. It's right on the stroke of half time. Dreadnoughts power on to the first win in the league and a big win over Cooley. And then the big one, the Jocks and Ardee. Ardee, I think goal comes from new player Brian Talty gets a goal, but the Jocks in serious form tonight now, hitting 2-11. Jack Murphy gets 2-1 as well. Let me see. Ben Callanan gets 2 points. Shane Morgan and Joe McGrain. I always like Joe McGrain. He hits 2 points tonight in a big win over Ardee. Statement victory. No, you're laying it out on the line to get a win. And after last year, starting the league, Paddy Christie and Matty Rice will be very determined with that bunch to get them going. They get off to a really, really good start. So, supposed to be 3 trends are those returning players are getting on the act. I never told you who's the man in the middle for the Joes and the Blues. Scratches the head, throws the ball in. Anyone remember 90s Gaelic football at all? Pat McEnany, All-Ireland winning referee, All-Ireland referee that game tonight. So get out there and start refereeing if you can. Let's move on. Let's go. We resulted in three divisions. I'm going to give the Mitchells the nod because you think Mitchells and Dunleer, those two teams might be up the top of that division, and to beat Dunleer with that to start off with the new management, it's a really, really, really good win. Division 2, result of the night, claim of the night has to be the Kevins. That's a hell of a win. Really, really big win for me. And maybe the Gales with a 9-point win as well. After last year's intermediate semi-final. And then Division 1, the win has to go to Nave Martin to get the job done. I don't know where that game was played. Is Ardee back open? I'll check for you right now. Yeah, it was. Ardee back in Ardee. Refereed by Stephen Devlin as well, so a good ref there. So that's it. That is the results. That is the wrap round. I'm hoping maybe, we'll get back in next week. If you'd like to get your company involved on the League All About It show, I'll be going every Saturday night. You get thousands of views, people following, interaction with a good brand. So if you have it in your mind to get involved and sponsor, give me a shout. loudandproud@gmail.com. And if not, it's no problem. I'll just keep going for all the Loud audience out there. Plenty of subscribers on patreon.com/loudandproud. Keep them well and truly updated and engaged and informed. And then this week we've a lot to look forward to. We're going to be playing Laois next weekend in Newbridge. I was doing my scouting on them today, and I'll have a Laois guest on early on in the week, and we'll have a look back as well. We'll have a little chat about Mick Dwyer as well. The great Micko passed away as well. And I'll have an update as well on those 3 games tomorrow night. But that is it for now. Your League All About It show done and dusted. Do get involved. Do get in touch. Great. I would love to have you on board. But that's it. Congratulations to all the teams. It's great to be out back in league football action. A beautiful summer's April evening. Good luck. Bye bye. Thanks very much for tuning in to Loud and Proud League All About It show.